This presentation is tailored for the OLC Introduction to Screencasting Tools class, which is facilitated by Dr. Arifa Garman from the 3rd to the 9th of December 2018. For the purpose of this lesson, we will assume that I'm presenting this content to my second year class in television broadcasting. I hope you like it. Hello, this is your lecturer Bright Molale, and welcome to this exciting lesson on broadcast journalism for second year students, which is KCOM 22 form. In this lesson, we will put our focus on television news, script writing, and how they differ from one another. Remember to log into your learning management site, which is Ifundi, where you will find this recording, as well as other exciting learning materials and assignments. This module is taught in the second semester of the second year, and it follows a series of lessons including the history of television in Africa and in South Africa, as well as the regulatory framework of television in the South African context. For the purpose of this lesson, kindly refer to your notes on Ifundi and the PowerPoint slides, as well as the prescribed textbook, and pay special attention to chapter 21. Writing for television is an art. And although some people would say that television news writing is the same as in radio, this is not the case. The most important question, therefore, in television news is, how do I show my story? Not how do I tell it. Therefore, visuals and pictures play an important role in television news because your audience want to see a story package that will attract their attention and compel them to stay tuned to your news. After all, a picture tells 1,000 words. This means a sentence construction This means your sentence construction should be short, simple, and straightforward, and you must let the pictures to tell the story, not you. So we are focusing today on 4 types of news scripts or formats, and they are a headline, an out of vision or a live script, a presenter plus stills script, as well as a package, which is commonly used in bulletins. To begin, a headline contains or consists of a list of different stories that will form part of the news bulletin. It serves the purpose of teasing and attracting your viewer to breaking news and stories that are making headlines in a given day. You see, a headline must be crisp and short, but it should not give too much detail because after all, you want your viewer to be left with no choice but to watch and see the whole news bulletin that you've prepared for them. Now, an out of vision or a live script, it is usually unprepared and it serves the purpose of updating the viewers about a developing story in instances where there is no time to package the story and meet deadline. You see, the reporter is usually at the scene and they provide some background depending on the questions posed to them by the anchor or the presenter. So this script requires the reporter to be well prepared and there is no time to look at notes and there is no auto cue to read. Let's move along. Now, a presenter stills graphics script is the one that you prepare in some peculiar instances. You see, as a journalist, you might find it difficult to get some sources to interview and work on a package. So you are forced with no choice but to come up with a script. Now, in these instances, I would like maybe to make an example and talk about a court story. For example, when you are in court and you are reporting on a murder trial of a high-ranking government official. You see, in that instance, you might find it difficult because you have no one to interview. So a presenter plus still script will come in handy. This is the type of a script that the reporter writes, giving summary of what happened in court and what were the main highlights. This will be read by the anchor, but you've got to prepare or to give some visuals to the anchor so that they can accompany their voice. Graphics can also be used in this kind of a script to give some background in some complex stories. For example, the economic effects of Brexit on EU or Britain countries. So a reporter may write a summary and use graphs to show the financial implications on the markets of the countries concerned, such as Greece, such as the UK, such as France. Moving along. Now, a package may be a story that you always compile, or it may be something that you work on frequently, because in news bulletins are driven by packages. A news package is normally containing a story that contains interviews and views from different people in a balanced and impartial manner. It is usually less than 2 minutes long though. So a bulletin may contain about 5 to 6 scripts or packages, depending on whether your television outlet is a 24 news hour channel or whether your news is only 30 minutes long. So if this is the case, then fewer packages may be used in your news station to be included in your bulletin. Now, when you page through to pages 312 to 314 in your textbook, there are some tips on how to write news for an engaged television audience because, like I said, this is an art. For example, with print and online journalism, your stories are packed with a lot of detail. But remember, if you do that for television, you will definitely lose your audience. Thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions about this lesson content, as well as any other related content, please do not hesitate to contact me on bright.molale@nwu.ac.za. Until we meet again, keep well.